Altcoin season is here. Welcome everyone. Today is January 20th, Saturday for me. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Good afternoon, good night, and good morning to all those tuning in. It looks like altcoin season is here. A lot of these altcoins are currently pumping. Very excited to be here today on today's market. So let's go ahead and get everything up and running. Looking at the fear and greed chart, we do see that we are at neutral levels at 52, which is something we haven't been seeing in a while, right? These last couple of days we have been in these neutral levels, which is actually a good sign in my opinion. And we do have the next update in about 2 hours. So definitely go ahead and smash that like button if you're tuning in. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Seems like it's a little too loud. And yeah, let's go ahead and start sharing the stream with everybody in the community. So let's go ahead and get that up and running. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and wait for everybody to start tuning in. Make sure to go ahead and start showing me your favorite projects. Also, meme tokens look like they are doing some movement too in the space. So let's go ahead and see what's going on today for a Saturday. If we could go ahead and see Bitcoin bring in some action for us. How's it going, Happy? Thank you for being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oops, that is not the video. Let's go ahead and delete that. Okay, there you go. Looks like the markets are a little kind of slow right now, not gonna lie. So we got that. We got that going. How's it going, Soul? Thank you for being here today. Harry, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a good one today. Hope you're having a good one. I see Strawberry Fanta on the comments. Let's see what you're talking about. Strawberry Fanta. Fanta strawberry flavor tastes good. Have tasted it. It's really good. You know what's actually kind of funny? I'm actually I'm about to open a strawberry flavored protein shake. This one's really good too. I've heard some really good recommendations about this brand. I've tried it. You know, Billy and a few other buddies have told me about this brand, and I'm actually drinking the strawberry flavor right now. It just so happens you're telling me about the Fanta strawberry. It's really good. The Fanta strawberry is really, really good. My favorite Fanta is the orange one. We are live. And if you mix them with like mixed drinks, if you do drink, mixing them with the 99 little bottles, super freaking good. Super freaking fire when it comes to the Fantas. Really good drinks you can go ahead and mix with. What a coincidence. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What a coincidence. That's what when you started you know, the live stream, and I see you talking about strawberry Fanta. I'm like, dude, people have been telling me try the strawberry protein shake, and it just so happens that I literally have it right here, and I actually just got it yesterday. I got 2 of them, and I'm like, dude, these are freaking amazing. And the thing that I like about these is that they're 42 grams of protein as well. Hey, what's up, Dad Master? Hope you're having a good one, man. How's Oregon over there? How's Oregon? What did you try it with, Ree? What did you try the strawberry Fanta with, by the way? How's Oregon doing right now? It's kind of raining over here where I'm at. Dinero, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a good one, or good night, right? I started the stream yesterday a little bit later than expected, but I did release a little bit more content. I released this content video right here. Usually my longer form content videos don't do the best. Honestly, that's kind of the reason why I hate doing longer form content, but I've actually been doing a little bit more than 8 minutes. And usually I do like 3 minutes to at the max 6 minutes. But these last 2 videos, I think these videos came out really good, chat. Go ahead and check them out. Let me know what you think. I don't know why, but I've always had problems doing the longer form content. It was always very, very difficult for me. Now it seems a little bit more natural. But I like the live streams because I feel like it's just like me talking to all of you, right? So it's just like having a regular conversation. I feel with like the longer form content videos, like when I have to record them and edit them, it kind of almost feels like I'm talking to a camera. But when I'm on live stream, it doesn't feel like I'm talking to a camera. I don't know, it's weird. It's maybe just like a mindset thing. Cold, it's cold. Sun is out, 24. Nice, man. The sun is not out here. It's actually raining, and it's not too cold, surprisingly. It's not too freaking cold. I'm enjoying the soul meme season. Yes, man. I'm actually glad you mentioned that, because there's a lot of projects that a lot of you have been talking about that have been pumping. So get ready to go ahead and shield down on the comment section. I mean, there's not much news to go ahead and talk about. We're going to go ahead and do the typical, Bitcoin, the crypto bubbles, and just give you some few indicators of what we're looking at the market. But it is a weekend. So typically we don't really expect too much movement sometimes. So just feel free to, today is going to be like one of those days where we just spend time together and just either look for projects or just go ahead and literally show your project, like show the project that you guys are all in, and, put the smart contract down below. So usually when people are watching these videos pre-recorded, they could go ahead and check them out, right? But there's a lot of these meme tokens right now that are taking freaking up. We see Ape right here at 46%, Barney at 47%. We also see Friend, which Datmaster has been talking about for a cool minute, up over 68%. Actually, that's the wrong, yeah, that's correct when I clicked on. It looks like it's having that breakout. That breakout already happened as of, I think, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So go ahead and feel free to like comment any meme token, NFT, metaverse, whatever you guys want to go ahead and talk about today. It doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and like really engage with the live stream, because there's not much to go ahead and talk about today, right? Besides the standards of what we've talked about these last few days. But I will go ahead and talk about the structure of the market, just to go ahead and keep our eyes on. But realistically, not much has changed. It is a Saturday for me today, and usually we see some sort of movement, but it looks like there's more of the movement coming into the altcoins and the meme tokens, right? Altcoins are actually pumping. We see CHS over 14%, RON 12%, Dogecoin at a 7% pump. Pretty nice little pump there. Theta, we're seeing quite a few of these projects actually taking off, and not too much, but nice little swing trades, right? I mean, whoever captured these trades right here made a good decent amount of money. And talking about capturing trades with decent amount of money, make sure to go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. So go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and show you my exchanges real quick, right? Because that's one of the best ways to go ahead and support me, chat. Smashing that like button, which is completely free. And the second way to support me is by using the links down below, whether it's BingX, MEXC, both are non-KYC platforms. Bybit offering $30,000 in bonuses, and then you do have NordVPN offering 69% off with 3 months extra. So feel free to literally show any freaking project that you want me to go ahead and talk about today. Today is going to be more of a shilling Saturday. And to everybody tuning in, welcome. And as well, if you already have an account with any of these platforms, just do me a huge favor, support me, man. Support me. It really does help me. Go ahead and create another account. The good thing about both of these platforms right here, BingX and MEXC, they're both non-KYC, so you can literally even sign up your dog, right, to go ahead and support me. And maybe you can start your dog a freaking trading account. But enough with the shilling. Enough with the shilling on my end with the exchanges. Let's go ahead and read the comments and see what everybody's talking about. Dinero has me with the smart contract already. For all those tuning in, I'm talking about, get ready to show me any token. Go ahead and post a smart contract on the stream, just like Dinero did, in order for us to go ahead and talk about. We do see Drake's dog right here. And if you want to give me a little bit of a narrative behind her, the reason why you're bullish, that also helps, chat. Datmaster says, Fido's pumping again. I sold. Why'd you sell Fido, man? Can you let us know why you sold Fido? Ree says, can you order pizza and live stream pineapple flavor like Elon? I would definitely go ahead and do that sometime, Ree. We could definitely do something like that. What was it? It was the what is it? It was anchovies, right? It was anchovies and pineapple. Really odd freaking flavor, but a lot of people, it's kind of funny, right? A lot of people talk bad about pineapple pizza, but I like pineapple pizza. Pineapple with pepperoni is pretty good. Pineapple with ham is obviously kind of like the common one. Ooh, this thing's looking pretty good. This thing has a pretty nice nice breakout. I did see that video with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk talking about the pineapple, and I think it was like anchovies or something like that. Pizza. I was like, dude, that was freaking insane. It looked really good. I would be down to do something like that. Anchor, Blue, how's it going? Anchor, what exchange is that listed on? Can you tell me what exchange is listed on? I'll go ahead and get the charts ready for all of you. Anchor, I'm assuming this is the Anchor that we're looking at. Awesome. So we're gonna do diamond, and then we're gonna do anchor. Dam Master says ship. Looks like it wants to run. No surprise to that. I have been telling a lot of you to go ahead and start loading up on ship. So let's go ahead and pull out ship chart as well. Let's go ahead and get that up and running. Damn, we have a lot of people for a Saturday. Welcome everybody. Really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get this live stream popping today. Dogcoin's running good. Yes. You mean Shiba Inu? Yes. Please order pizza online. Order pineapple flavor one, please, just like Elon. I would definitely go ahead and do that. I'll do that. I'll do that next week. I'll do that next week. I'll definitely go ahead and order a pineapple flavored pizza, and we'll have some strawberry Fanta. Dab Master, Soul Pepe's we launch in 6 days. Nice. I'm excited for that. I still to cover launch of Soul Pepe. So Soul Pepe is going to be listed on, what was it called? The platform that you were telling me about, Magic Eden. What are your thoughts about Pepe 2? Hada, how's it going? Pepe 2. My thoughts is I feel like the team is just full of it. I think the fact that they took that long to not be able to do anything, it's something that's quite disappointing in my end. I was like one of the biggest bulls for Pepe 2, and the fact that, you know, with Pepe 2 what they did, it really is disappointing that they did exactly the opposite of what they said they were going to do, right? So I feel a little bit more disappointed, and I feel a little bit more for the people that were, you know, long holding Pepe 2. I warned a lot of people. I was the biggest freaking bull. Pepe 2 made me a lot of freaking money leverage trading, but I also told you, you know, the huge warnings and the reason why there's a possibility of it crashing to where what we're seeing now with Pepe 2. I don't know where it's at right now. We'll take a look at that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about some projects before I lose track. So this is one of them that I believe re-shilled for us is Drake. I think it's Drake's Dog or something like that. Let's see what this is. Champagne Diamond site. So I know it has to do something with Drake. Yeah, Diamond Dog, Drake's Dog, Diamond. So I guess he has a dog named Diamond. The dog narratives are always going to be a thing. It seems like the dog narratives, people just never forget. As simple as it is, I mean, it's like what? 2-3 years straight and dogs are still a thing. And I think it's one of those things where like people are more closer to dogs and have more pets as dogs as considered, you know, freaking frogs. Like I really doubt there's that many people having frogs as pets. What I could tell you is that frogs are pretty good to eat, you know, deep fried frogs, but that's kind of out of topic. I just, you know, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of a frog, I think of Pepe, and then I think of fried frog legs. So a little bit off topic, but anyways, I think that's the reason why the dog narratives are very, very strong. It's just due to the fact that more people feel connected with dogs, right? So with that being said, we do see a lot of hype with Drake's Dog. This one's sitting at a 2.49 million market cap, 1 billion supply. I'm glad to see that kind of supply, not the trillions. I'm tired of seeing trillions tokens. And we're also seeing the 24-hour volume at a 2.43 million of volume. So really good, you know, really good. Looks like this token might be forming some sort of cup and handle pattern. So do expect some sort of breakout very soon, and we will go ahead and see new all-time highs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see 5 million market cap around the corner. I think I'll make a video about this today. So we have that out the way. Now let's go ahead and talk about Anchor. We have Anchor right here that we're taking a look at. I don't know what Anchor is, but let's go ahead and take a look at some technical analysis for Anchor. Anchor also looks like it was doing that cup and handle breakout pattern. We do go ahead and see that it's followed some sort of cup and handle, gets rejected. They usually go ahead and do this to go ahead and get a lot of liquidity grabs. That's usually typically when you go ahead and do this breakout pattern to the downside. So right now we are still at this area of support, which is looking pretty bullish. I do expect a major breakout to the upside one more time coming soon. And usually during the second breakout is when the pattern actually happens. So I do believe that we could be seeing Anchor at least with a little bit over a 70% pump in the near future, which could be in the next couple of weeks or days, right? So I do see Acre probably approaching around the 0.038 zone, which is right here around 70%, and that's where that breakout is going to go ahead and take us. Looking at the daily, we are holding this area of support really freaking nicely. As long as we continue to hold this area of support, we should be good. Once we lose it, it is going to be extremely bearish. I don't think we're going to go ahead and do that. It's looking pretty healthy. As I mentioned, usually when we do have these breakouts like this before they happen on the cup and handle, it's usually a liquidity grab. This is what, you know, institutional buyers do to go ahead and wreck all the retails to go ahead and buy at a lower bag before the massive breakout. So they eat up all the liquidity right here to the downside, and then they push it to the upside, and that's what institutional buyers do. So that's why sometimes I say, you know, you have to wait for confirmations on a lot of these breakouts, because there's hundreds of thousands of millions of people looking at the same exact pattern, and they're thinking cup and handle pattern's about to happen, let's go ahead and go long, let's go all in, easy money. Institutional buyers know that retail is thinking that way, and they're going to go ahead and wreck everybody. So right now it's looking pretty good, not too bearish. As long as we continue to hold this zone right here at the 0.2302, as soon as we do go ahead and lose below that zone at the 2116, that would be very bearish, and we could be seeing Acre come down to these levels at 18, right? So be on the lookout for that. I would say resistance is quite around this zone right here, around the 0.30. As you can go ahead and see, this is an area that we have struggled through in the past, but once we break that area, even if you go ahead and go back over here back in January, as soon as we broke this area of resistance, as you could tell, we saw Acre go as high as 0.05. So it went up 5 cents, and it did about a 100% pump, which is a 1x, right? So to a lot of people, you're like, dude, 1x is not that much. But if you are leverage trading on the platforms that, you know, we talk about, such as BingX or MEXC, you could definitely go ahead and take advantage of the market and make a lot of freaking money. So definitely go ahead and check out these platforms down below to go ahead and leverage trade any of the positions that we're talking about right now. NordVPN offering 69% off with that. But yeah, Anchor is looking pretty good in my opinion, not too bearish. Everything's looking pretty good. On the 4 hourly, we are still at this area of support. We do see that there is an area of resistance at around 2571. So around this zone, there is strong areas of resistance. It just really comes down onto, are you trading this? Are you investing this for the longer term? It really, the time frames and the charts really mean something different for every trader and investor. But looking at the 4 hourly and the daily, in my opinion, it's looking quite bullish. And I do see that there will be some sort of breakout in the next probably month and a half, or probably even sooner, as we get closer to this altcoin season. Altcoin season is officially here. As you see, it's altcoin season on the altcoin index, and we are at 78, right? So there is a lot of bullish signs right now that we are getting in the market, that altcoin season is here, and it's here to stay, and we're seeing the reaction with everybody all over the market. I mean, people are creating tokens called Drake's dog, you know, and people are feeling bullish about it. So with that being said, Acre's looking pretty good. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Toilet. What is Toilet? Skididi Toilet. 17,000 market cap. Is an actual full song to it? There's no way, dude. It's a head coming out of a toilet. That's freaking funny, dude. That's freaking funny. So this thing's sitting at a 17,000 market cap. Typically when I see tokens like this where they have a major pump and then a breakdown to the downside, usually means the token's dead. But maybe, I don't know what the case is with this. What's the case with this re, by the way? Like what's so hyped about this project? I mean, it has a 30% pump in the 24-hour volume. If this is an actual good project, this thing could probably be could have a continuation to an upside. But I really want to know what Skibidi Toilet is. A web series of YouTube videos and shorts created by animator, uploaded on his YouTube channel. The series features a storyline about a war between toilets with human heads and humanoid characters. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Really odd, but pretty funny. Kind of creepy too. Imagine going to the restroom and having a toilet head come out. I sold to cover the launch for Sol Pepe's. What are your thoughts about Pepe 2? Let's look at Pepe 2 now. And so are you gonna be releasing on Magic Eden? Pepe 2, where's Pepe 2, man? So looking at Pepe 2 is at 11 million market cap. It's not looking too bad. I thought it would have been a lot worse, to be honest. It does look like a reversal might be happening with Pepe 2, so I'd definitely keep my eyes out on this. Sitting at $842,000 of liquidity, it does look like we might be having a major reversal on Pepe 2. So maybe we see something where we literally just see this thing just take off and reverse. So keep your eyes out on Pepe 2. If we do go ahead and break this zone right here, we could go ahead and see Pepe 2 make higher highs, surpassing, I think its all-time high was 17 million market cap that we saw it at least I saw it at when they did the version 2. There's just a lot of things I don't like about Pepe 2 now. The fact that the team, it's still doing the same thing. I mean, you're seeing the team artificially pumping and dumping the market. I mean, look at these bots right here. Pretty sure it's a team. The fact that they also said they weren't going to do a 1-on-1 buy and sell tax. Well, they're still doing it, and the fact that they took so long and they never really did much to the website, like the website's almost about the same thing. So it took them that long and they haven't really done much, right? So like, what are they working on behind the scenes that it's so freaking hard for them to go ahead and do, right? Like, what are they doing? I don't really see much activity going on for Pepe 2. I could be wrong, but I just don't see much going on. Like, even their last tweet was on the 11th of January, and that's about it. Like, they're just, to me, it's just not impressive. Like, what they're doing is just, it would have been a little bit different if they updated their website. It would have even been better if they would have came out with a Pepe 2.5. I think that would have been a funny narrative. They're coming out with NFTs, some BS about like a metaverse or something, but they really didn't do anything. You know, they actually made the token worse. Doesn't mean it can't pump, but you know, the fact that the circulating supply is higher than what it was before it's kind of dumb. The fact that they said they weren't going to go ahead and do a buy and sell tax of 1%, they did exactly that. It's just funny, you know what I mean? And there's just really not much. There's really not much of a difference that you're seeing with Pepe 2 than we saw before. There's a lot of manipulation still going on because you see these dev bots that are buying and selling Pepe 2.0 in massive quantities. I mean, look at it right there. Bot/smart contract 6123. And you're seeing a lot of these addresses still doing the same thing that they were doing prior to Pepe 2. And the reason why I was actually trading Pepe 2 was because I understood that the developers were artificially pumping the market. So they're buying and selling the tokens, making money off every time they buy and sell the tokens. Plus, you're making money off of 2% off the volume that they're bringing in artificially. So they're pumping and dumping the market themselves. They're making money pretty much arbitraging, and then they're making money on the buy and sell tax. And then plus, they're also bringing in more investors. They're kind of like lurking them in by artificially pumping the market. So like what they're doing, it's very smart. I'm not gonna say it's not. I think it's probably one of the smartest things I've noticed. You know, the fact that they're literally pumping and dumping their own token to make money from trading it, and then they're pumping and dumping their token to go ahead and make off that 2% buy and sell tax total. And then the fact that they're artificially pumping the market to go ahead and get in new investors. It's quite smart. I'm not going to say it's not, but just the fact that they haven't really done much. It's like, dude, you're doing the same exact thing and like same website, same thing. Like there's really nothing. Like I wouldn't be devoting my whole life to Pepe 2.0. I would be looking at other opportunities, in my opinion. It doesn't mean that it can't continue to pump. I'm sure it will go ahead and pump and, you know, come back stronger than ever. But with that being said, there's a lot of tokens out there that are pumping, and I think you can make more money on. Magic Eden, yes, not the launchpad, just the site. Nice. Pepe 2 is a money grab. Yeah, Pepe 2 is a major money grab. Dinero says facts. Made a lot of money off Pepe 2. Yeah, Pepe 2 is really good to make money on. Leverage trading meme coins require a big B, man. You're so brave. Yeah, dude. I think it's the dumbest thing I probably did, leverage trading meme tokens. But I think it also made me realize and understand how to trade a little bit more. So because of how volatile the market moves, I've been able to kind of pick up on a lot of these meme tokens. And when I'm looking at these higher cap altcoins, I've actually got better at trading. The only thing that I've realized though with these meme tokens is that like leverage trading meme tokens is like the most degenerate thing you can freaking do, right? Because the chances are a lot slimmer on your favor. Like tokens like the ones you're trading right here are tokens that are already high risk. So trading with leverage, it's like super risky because now these whales could see your kind of positions, right? So you have to be very careful. But yeah, I would say it was probably my dumbest thing was leverage trading Grok and putting 20 grand into that. I think if I would have just done it in like the slower way, and I would have just like stack some money, bought some meme tokens, and if I really wanted to be exposed to the meme token sector, just buy these on the DEX instead of leverage trading meme tokens again, right? So if I do get that opportunity ever again where I do make a nice little decent bag off of a token, off leverage trading meme tokens, I'm going to go ahead and pivot that money into the higher cap altcoins and just focus on leverage trading altcoins, because like meme tokens are really good to go ahead and grow your account. But once you make the money, you should probably make the pivot into trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. Yeah, be careful. Market cap is only 17,000. I agree. It's a new skip hit song. It could go very high. Need to establish some support. You have a look at Orum. Post CA Matt. Yeah. Let's go look at what Matt has posted. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of with these meme tokens, anything above over, usually over 1 million is usually a good sign that there's some stability in the market. On anything under that, it's just a little sketchy. Like this one's at a 2.49 million market cap, right? Like this one is this one's very bullish due to the fact that this thing only has a 10 million circulating supply. And the market cap is at 2.49. So it doesn't mean it's not going to be volatile. It just means it's not going to be as sketchy as the other tokens. I did hear about this token. Welcome to the dark side of the blockchain. So pretty much it just made, Myro. I think it's the Myro token. They pretty much just did this one. How do you pronounce it? Well, it's Myro in reverse, right? Orum. It's Orum. So it's Myro in reverse. Pretty cool. I like the narrative behind this already. It's just the little things like this that make these freaking projects pump, dude. Straight up. It's always the little things like this where, like, there's one token pumping and then you just go ahead and do the opposite, and then people get super excited about it. There's a lot of these tokens that I would have never thought I'd throw my money into. Like, for example, like I've told myself I would never throw my money into Solana meme tokens again. But looking at how the market's been behaving, a lot of these tokens are literally over a million market cap. And a lot of them are approaching like the 300 million plus, getting closer to that 1 billion market cap. Like, for example, Myro is at a 200 million market cap, and I forgot who called it out, but someone called it out here on chat around this zone right here before it took off, and that thing has done, I think, over a 10x already, a 15x. So the Solana meme tokens are definitely a freaking play right now. And one thing that I've noticed too is that a lot of what these exchanges are going to be looking for, like such as MEXC, BingX, and all these platforms, the way these exchanges make money is by having more volume and more people coming in and trading in the market, right? Myro, for example, last time I checked, wasn't listed on that many exchanges. Let's go ahead and see what exchanges got listed on. So they finally got listed on BingX. They got listed on KuCoin, Bybit, HTX. So they actually got listed on a lot of exchanges now. They're listed on MEXC, all of these exchanges. I don't think they're offering futures. Okay, they are offering futures. I'll take that back. So MEXC just offered futures on Myro because, trust me, a few days ago, I was talking about why you should be considering jumping into these meme tokens because most of them are not listed on the major exchanges yet. And usually the way, as I mentioned, these major exchanges make money when they get listed when people trade those tokens on those exchanges, right? So there's quite a few of these tokens that are doing very, very well that haven't been listed on any of these exchanges. So just wait until these exchanges lists them, and they're going to pump a lot higher. But usually, as usual, when you have the top exchanges get listed on, you usually want to sell. Not financial advice. That's usually when you want to go ahead and sell, because a lot of these exchanges have the effect, such as MEXC, the MEXC effect, where the token goes live and the market dumps, right? And that's typically what we see with a lot of these tokens. A lot of the early buyers start to go ahead and sell off. And for example, one of them that, in my opinion, I think is really good is Solana. I like Solana because this thing is still on the DEX side of things and hasn't been listed on any exchange yet. So just wait until one of these exchanges lists Solana. I mean, the volume they're bringing in is about 2.27 million, right? It's good. It's not the biggest, but it's pretty good volume. But this thing has a very low circulating supply too. They have about 676 million supply. So with that being said, with that upside down Miro, or whatever the heck that token was called that you just shared, that token right there is going to probably be a really good token because not that many exchanges have listed them. Let's go ahead and see if there's any exchanges that listed these tokens yet. It looks like no exchange has listed them yet. So that's a bullish scenario, right? And we're seeing right now that there's very few Ethereum tokens right now that are doing very well. It's mostly still Solana tokens. I thought the Solana hyped on the meme tokens were going to die off. It looks like they're not, but it looks like there's a different narrative to a lot of these tokens now, right? A lot of people are trying to get into the Solana tokens at under, 10,000 or 20,000 market cap, which is very high risk. But even this one right here at a 7 million, I would never get a token to 7 million, chat. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like $7 million market cap is like the money's kind of already like off the table. But realistically, with what I just said, with the low supply, the volume, the narrative, Solana kind of reminds me of Solana, right? I like the logo. I like everything. It hasn't been listed on an exchange. These exchanges get desperate to go ahead and bring in more users. So if more users are turning to the exchanges that do have these tokens listed, these exchanges are losing out on money, right? And when there's nobody trading on these exchanges because everybody's on the DEXs, exchanges are losing money. So it's more of a benefit for these exchanges, such as the ones that I talk about, BingX or MEXC or any of those, to go ahead and list these projects down below in order for them to go ahead and get more volume coming in, right? So with that being said, Solana is one of the other plays that I'll definitely keep my eyes on as well. Mill, let's go ahead and see what you have right there. Wife Doge. What's the story of Wife Doge? I don't know, man. I haven't heard of Wife Doge. Can you go ahead and post the Hashim? Can you go ahead and post the smart contract, please? Go ahead and post it down below, just like Mile and Matt posted. Satoshi, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 EU. Check the website. Can you go ahead and post the smart contract, please, bro? Satoshi, if you could go ahead and post the smart contract, that'd be very, very helpful. Let's go ahead and look at Fluffy Coin over 2 years ago. This one's sitting at a 62,000 market cap, 32,000 of liquidity. Liquidity doesn't seem to be locked, but $100 of volume. So, I mean, this token doesn't really have much activity from what we're seeing. I don't know. I mean, it is a dog narrative. So it looks like a lot of these dog narratives are going to continue to pump as well. So definitely just keep your eyes out on these dog narratives. It might be worth throwing a couple bucks into something like this, right? Because it is sitting at a 62,000 market cap. Let's see if they're even listed on any exchanges. But I think like right now the plays are the Solana plays. Solana plays are where the money's at, in my opinion. Yeah, it looks like this one's not listed on any website either. I don't know what's the story of Wife Doge. I mean, if it's the original Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, then yeah, I could definitely go ahead and talk about that one. Is that the one you're talking about? Harry Potter, Obama 10? Like ticker symbol Bitcoin, right? On Ethereum? Is that what you're trying to tell me to talk about? Okay, so let's see. Check the website. Yeah, okay, for sure. Let's go ahead and check the website on this. It's Deutsche Wife. Wow, it's a bullish for the dogs, maybe. Can you go ahead and post a smart contract mile for Deutsche Dog or Deutsche Wife? Wife Deutsche. Let me turn this thing off before I get copyrighted, but yeah, they updated the website. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen freaking Harry Potter Obama in forever. It's actually funny because I made a video about Harry Potter Obama. This is one of my videos, one of my most hated videos shorts and my most viewed shorts that I made talking about Harry Potter Obama. And this thing did very successful. Fortunately, I wasn't in it, which I was really disappointed. I was like, I'm sure by the time that I get in, I completely forgot about getting in. That's the thing with the space, dude. There's so many freaking people. There's so many freaking new tokens that you just like lose track very easily. It's a pretty cool website. I kind of like the other one, low key. But yeah, I really like their website. I think it's very unique. So it looks like they probably did a new website. I wonder what's been going on with them. They're in a space, man. I think Harry Potter Obama is like the freaking most active community that I know of, man. Like they're always like putting in work. That's why they were able to do what they were able to do. Are they gonna get listed on Bybit now or what? Yeah, it looks like they are. Attention, our biggest challenge yet has arrived. We have now the opportunity to get listed on Bybit by winning the BV boats competition. Plus, you have a chance to score some Bitcoin while contributing. Nice. That's freaking insane, dude. They're gonna bring in a lot of volume if they get listed on Bybit. I definitely have to make a video about Harry Potter Obama. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, these exchanges care about making money. And I know a lot of people hate meme tokens, but that's where the money's at. These exchanges know it themselves. This is the reason why they're willing to go ahead and list them. Yeah, Harry Potter Obama's freaking funny, dude. I made a video a long time ago. Like literally long time ago, like on my shorts. I literally made it. I made it right here. My most hated freaking short ever I made. And look at this video right here. We're going to watch it together. Very interesting name of a token, I tell you that. And it's called Harry Potter Obama Sonic Inu. This one's a very interesting name of a token, I tell you that. And it's called Harry Potter. And this thing was it was way below 1 million market cap, I think. Way below. The time I posted this video was 7 months ago, dude. 7 months ago I posted this video, and this is like my most hated short video, and I was talking about Harry Potter Obama. And even if you see in the chart when I talk about it, look at this. This one's a very interesting name of a token. When you look at the weekly chart, this was at 1, 2, 3. That was on to the 4th week of Harry Potter Obama. So that was within a month and a first week when I was talking about Harry Potter Obama. So even if we go back to the weekly and we go right here, I was talking about Harry Potter Obama literally right here. 1, 2, 3. I think it was right here. This was the 4th week. So it was around May when I was making a video on this. And unfortunately, within that time, I never jumped into it. I think I ended up cleaning like my computer or something like that. I ended up cleaning my cookies and all that, and it deleted the whole entire list of all the tokens that I was looking at, just like it has recently, because I also cleaned it out. Since my computer gets, like my website gets buggy on Brave, so I had to delete it. I had to clear my browser and cookies. And literally this is where I was talking about Harry Potter Obama. So imagine if I would have that would have never happened. I would have thrown some money into this thing. That would have been a 7,000% pump. I think that's a 70x, dude. A 70 freaking X. Freaking insane. I look back and I'm like, dude, this is freaking insane. And I remember being in their spaces when there was like only 3 or 4 people in them. Very, very tight community, man. And that's why I'm very big on community with a lot of these tokens. It doesn't matter what the name is. The narrative does matter, but I think most importantly is the community, right? Like how many people actually believe in the project that people are talking about. And this token could probably be a token we should consider jumping into, you know? Let's see if you could even, what exchanges are listed on. Harry Potter Obama. I'm surprised they never got, wait, they are listed on MEXC. But are they listed on futures though? They're not. They're listed on spot though. That's pretty good. Yeah, see, maybe if I buy me a bag of Harry Potter Obama, I might buy me a bag and throw it in MEXC. It's honestly a little better to do that. Or maybe even provide liquidity. Let's look at what they're doing to provide liquidity, what they're offering. Volume is at 1.19 million of volume. So the volume's still really good. 88% of the liquidity is locked for 10 months. 99% of it. So we also have to remember that and keep that in mind. But providing liquidity on a token like this could be the play. You make some really good money providing liquidity, especially if it's a token that you believe in. Yeah, it's a very funny token, Satoshi. I definitely agree with you. Is there any other tokens any of you want to go ahead and talk about or shill? Let's see what it will be like providing liquidity to this. Pools. Yeah, like something like this would be worth providing liquidity. A token like this would be worth providing liquidity. I would just like to go ahead and know. I think typically it's about 1% that you get. But the volume is the way you really make money. Like the way the volume's coming in, the way it's being traded, the more people transact on it is the way you make money. So you're making money off the fees for people transacting on it, and you're making money as the token goes up. So, dude, providing liquidity is like one of the best ways to make money if you're bullish on a token. One of the best freaking ways to do it. Moon Joker, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see, dude. Where you been? I feel like Wojak could do a bonk. Thoughts on Myro and Wojak. So Myro, pretty bullish on that. We were just talking about that. I think anything right now on Solana is super, super bullish. We're seeing another one that somebody just talked about. So there's Myro, there's Myra, which is really good too. This one's at 121%. 15 million market cap. This thing wasn't at where it was at right now. Like it wasn't where it was at. Like this thing was nowhere near. But it looks like a lot of these dog narratives are taking off. We also have in reverse Myro, which is Aurum, I believe it's called. Let me show you. I think this one's really bullish too. This one, Aurum, is Myro in reverse. This one is a 2.77 million market cap. So I think this one's going to be very bullish with Myro as well. So what are my thoughts about Wojak? I was trading Wojak for a while back on MEXC. And honestly, I didn't really like the volatility that it was bringing in. But let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about the frog tokens anymore. I could tell you Wojak looks like it's going to get ready for a cup and handle pattern though. They're at a 15 million market cap. It's not too bad. $130,000 in volume. Yeah, it looks like it looks like literally the same exact thing as Pepe 2. Pepe 2 did something exactly very similar. Broke, made new all-time highs, got rejected, and kind of almost died. But it does look from the long side, a major cup and handle pattern is coming up. I don't know how I feel about the Pepe narratives anymore. I feel like they're not as strong as the Solana narratives. I feel like that's where the money's really at going right now. It's the Solana narratives. I feel like we're going to see $36,000 Bitcoin. You think so? I think we might see $56,000 Bitcoin, man. SEI, go good. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're having a good one. Where you been, Moon Joker? Haven't seen you in forever, bro. We're going to go ahead and take a look at SEI, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at SHIB, because we were supposed to look at SHIB, and I completely forgot about that. I also want to go ahead and talk about there's a lot of tokens we're going to talk about today, or we're going to be talking about this week. I wanted to talk about this too. Look, bullish Bitcoin bets rise as implied volatility slides. Some traders bought Bitcoin calls as strikes at $45,000 to $46,000 during Thursday's U.S. trading hour. So that definitely tells me there's some people feeling pretty bullish about Bitcoin. I think about the same thing too. I think Bitcoin's looking pretty bullish. We are seeing, Bitcoin now at this 52, at the neutral levels of 52 on the fear and greed chart. And we're also seeing a lot of money going into a lot of the altcoins right now at the moment. But with that being said, I think Bitcoin could hit $54,000 and above. I could be wrong, but we'll talk about that right now. SEI, it looks like we were drawing out this trend. Looks like it has broken below this trend, which we can still move it up, and it's still technically going up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the smaller time frames and see if there's anything bearish on SEI. Let's look at the 4-hourly. So the 4-hourly on SEI is looking pretty good. I would say an area of resistance for SEI would be around 70 cents. So if we do go ahead and see SEI reject 70 cents, do expect SEI to come back down to around 55 cents. So that's only if it does get rejected. You could go ahead and expect a 20% correction on SEI. SEI has now currently has actually crossed the RSI. So it's actually quite a bullish sign for SEI, but I would go ahead and confirm that this is going to be continuation to an uptrend as long as we break past 70 cents and hold above this mark right here. It's going to be a very, very bullish sign. And then we could be expecting SEI approach the levels of within around $1 is my price target on SEI. So SEI is looking pretty good in my opinion so far. And if you're looking to go ahead and leverage trade, I would go ahead and encourage all of you, check out BingX and MEXC, non-KYC, and then Bybit currently offering up to $30,000 in bonuses. And for all those always asking me, John, I need a VPN, well, check out NordVPN offering 69% off with 3 months extra. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts with SEI right now. It's not looking too bearish, not too bullish. It's a little bit more in the neutral levels, kind of like what we're seeing with Bitcoin at the moment. But I do expect SEI to continue to the upside, especially if this is altcoin season, right? Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. Moon Joker believes Bitcoin's going to hit $36,000. I think Bitcoin might hit $47,000, $57,000. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that today, the reason why I think that. I think Bitcoin right now is at a very good level of support. As long as we don't lose this area of support, we should be good. If Bitcoin does lose this area of support, this is over for Bitcoin, and we could be seeing Bitcoin approaching $36,000 as Moon Joker mentioned. And in my opinion, I do believe $32,000 is around the corner, so definitely be on the lookout for that. I am still sticking to that belief of a possibility of a short squeeze happening. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is because the DXY currently right now, we saw how it ended on a Friday. It actually ended up on a red, and there could be a possibility where we will go ahead and see the DXY probably be on a red following Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday. If that's the case, we could go ahead and see Bitcoin take off. And we're also seeing the US 100 also making higher highs. So the US 100 just made new all-time highs, and the S&P just made new record highs that it hasn't made in the last 2 years, right? So it looks like the stock market is going to continue to have an upside. And I do believe the upside is near on the stock market too. And with that being said, there's a near coming in for Bitcoin as well, right? So it's kind of a ticking time bomb right now with everything in the market, the S&P, the DXY, and Bitcoin. But I do believe there's a possibility that we could even see a squeeze on Bitcoin even maybe just approaching $44,000 before we have that major pullback. But let's say, for example, if Bitcoin does break past $43,000, I do believe a short squeeze will be triggered, causing the price action to go up high. And as people see Bitcoin break past $44,000, I do believe that there's going to be a continuation of a short squeeze with a lot of retail pushing the price action up even higher, potentially bringing it to that $57,000 area before we have that major correction to the $40,000. Because if we do see Bitcoin approach $54,000 to $57,000, the strong area of support that Bitcoin has now established has been $40,000, and that would take us to the 30% retracement at $40,000 Bitcoin, which would be actually quite bullish because Bitcoin has been consolidating within this range for about 41 days, right? So if Bitcoin was to go ahead and lose this major area of support, it's not going to look too good, chat. And even the areas of support right here for Bitcoin are not strong enough. The strongest support I would say would be around the $31,000 Bitcoin. So if it does lose this area of support right here, we could be expecting Bitcoin to reach $32,000. And then we are going to be struggling at that $40,000 range on Bitcoin right there. So that's what we could be expecting moving forward. So I'm still going to stick to my belief of potential short squeeze happening because that's the videos that I've been making. But honestly, we're in a ticking time bomb with the US 100, the stock market, and the DXY overall. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how this week brings us. But I do believe this week's going to be quite bullish for us. Not much to go ahead and worry about. As Bitcoin dominance does decrease, obviously altcoins start to take off. We see altcoins doing pretty well today on a Saturday for me. And as well, we now have seen on the altcoin season index that we have officially started altcoin season. So Bitcoin falls, altcoins pump, and meme tokens pump. So really, it's kind of more of a bullish sentiment if Bitcoin does dump to the levels where we're at right now, if anything. So that's pretty much it on my end with that. There's not much with that being said. I mean, fear and greed is looking good, neutral. Crypto bubble is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do some quick TA on SHIB and let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think we could go ahead and do a short squeeze as you think, or do you think this is going to be the top of the market for Bitcoin? So right now with SHIB, we are also seeing this major cup and handle pattern. I know some of you were actually talking about SHIB. We do see this major cup and handle pattern, usually followed with a rejection for a liquidity grab. As long as we continue to hold above this area, we could go ahead and see us retest this zone right here at the 10s, which is about a 14% pump. And once we break past this area of resistance right here, I do see SHIB making new highs, which will be taking us to massive highs on the market. So we're kind of actually seeing this with a lot of the tokens right now, right? We're seeing a lot of these tokens do something very similar where they're all getting ready for a major takeoff. So we see Wojak doing that. We see, the SHIB doing that. We see a lot of these tokens actually doing the same exact thing that we saw back in November before we had a massive pump to the upside. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And if you want to go ahead and leverage trade any of these tokens, make sure to go ahead and check out the exchanges down below, BingX and MEXC non-KYC. And Bybit is offering $30,000 in sign-up bonuses, and NordVPN with 69% off with 3 months extra. So definitely go ahead and check that out. That's pretty much it on my end. I'm not sure if there's anything else any of you want to talk about. I will be focusing on making more content for today and tomorrow, so do expect that coming in. But that's pretty much it. It is a Saturday, not much in the market, but we're still going to be grinding and putting in the work. Do keep your eyes out on all the meme tokens that we talked about on the Solana ecosystem. I think Solana meme tokens are still the play, and it looks like the dog narrative is still a thing, right? So definitely keep your eyes out on that. We are seeing a lot of pumps on a lot of these projects. So yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. Hope all of you have a wonderful day today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, make sure to go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter at Altcoin John. Feel free to direct message me or anything. And as well too, go ahead and feel free to join the Discord. Discord right here literally posts a lot of alpha, as you could go ahead and tell. I post as much content as possible for all the members. Is completely for free, doesn't cost you anything. We also have hot altcoin plays where I mentioned to everybody back on January 15th that altcoin season has officially started to begin loading up your bags. And I also do talk a lot about these tokens right here, so definitely go ahead and check out the channel. As I mentioned, completely for free on Discord. Let me go ahead and provide that link down below for all of you to join. And I would definitely like to go ahead and see all of you in the community engaging. It's one of the best ways to connect and one of the best ways to go ahead and get some more information before I go live, or when I do go live, right? Let me go ahead and share that link with all of you. Awesome possum. So I just shared that. Discord's completely for free, as I mentioned. Best way to connect, interact, share alpha. I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple more minutes because usually I end my live streams in an hour. And right now I'm about 5 minutes away from an hour. So feel free to ask me any questions. But I also did mention we also have to keep in mind the fact that we do have U.S. presidential elections coming in this year, and a lot of people are getting super hyped. So I would say focus on a narrative of these presidents that are coming into the U.S. There's probably going to be a lot of these meme tokens, and we're already seeing that right now, right? One of the tokens is actually that I came across is the Trump token. This thing was sitting under what it's at right now. I was talking about it right here at 20 cents. And this thing took off before it actually took off before I expected it to take off, right? I was telling everybody I was bullish because of the supply that I had. And this was at 20 cents, right? And this thing's almost approaching $2. And that's due to the fact of the narrative of what's going on right now with the US. So definitely keep your mind out on that. Stay open-minded. There's a lot of narratives coming out. We have Chinese New Year's also coming out next month. We also have Easter. Jonathan actually just talked about not that long ago. He told us, be on the lookout for possible Jesus coin probably pumping around Easter as well. You have to keep in mind with these narratives, right? Because Jesus pumped during what was it? I was gonna say Halloween, during Christmas. So there's a possibility this thing might pump during Easter, right? Easter Sunday, I believe it's called. I'm not too sure. I'm not religious, so I wouldn't know. But with that being said, I also would say, keep your narratives open and keep them in mind, right? We do see that Trump's probably only been listed on Bitmart. So with all that hype going on, I do think this thing's probably going to continue to take off and more people are going to get excited about that. So just keep your eyes out on the narratives. I think the narratives are one of the best ways to go ahead and understand how the market moves. We're seeing the dog narratives be a thing right now. So focus on the narratives of the dogs as well. Solana tokens, I would say, will probably be your best bet too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of things going on this year. We have U.S. presidential elections going on. You have freaking, the Bitcoin ETF happening. We have wars going on, which, just push the market up even higher. We were talking about this recently. We have that going on. We have, the talk about lower interest rates. It's just a whole entire, it's just a lot going on this year. But what I could go ahead and tell you is that 2024 to 2025, it's going to be very massive. A lot of pumps in the market, a lot of volatility now that we have the Bitcoin ETF. And overall as well, I think the narrative of people thinking or hyping up that Trump is going to get elected in the US, he does believe in a weaker dollar, which would definitely cause the stock market and the crypto market to go up. So if Trump does get elected, if Trump does get elected in the US, there's a high probability the market's going to go berserk and we're going to see stocks and crypto take off to new all-time highs. And that's what we're going to be seeing in the market if he does get elected, right? People are going to go crazy. People are probably going to be longing the market. I should say you should start longing the market regardless. Buy the dips. I say, stock market and crypto are going to do very well, not financial advice. But a weaker dollar is needed in order for that to happen. So in the meantime, as you see that we do see the DXY currently right now with an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a very bullish signal of a reversal. So I do see the DXY probably approaching back to these areas. And let's say let's say Trump gets elected, right, and we see the DXY at these levels on the dollar, we are definitely going to see a correction in the market, because the correction in the market's needed. If you see on the DXY, it's due for a correction. If you see the US 100, we are near a top of a market, so we could go ahead and see where we see the the US 100 even pump a little bit higher. Then we see a correction, and once we see a correction in the market, as soon as we start getting a weaker dollar and a reversal, if Trump does get elected, we're going to see a massive reversal in the market. Even the US 100 is printing a major cup and handle pattern, in my opinion. And then we're going to go ahead and see the dollar probably do something like this, where, whether it's right here, high interest rates or high inflation, whatever the case is, Trump gets elected, people think he's a savior, and then he calls for a weaker dollar, the dollar starts collapsing, and the market starts going crazy. And I think that's what could be happening to the dollar if we do go ahead and see him get elected in the US this year. So I do expect a lot of volatility in this market, and I think it's bullish either way. I think regardless of the fact of who gets elected, I think the market's going to be bullish either way. So I don't care who gets elected, the market's going to go higher. If Trump gets elected, obviously the market's for sure going to go higher, because he wants a weaker dollar, and a weaker dollar is going to make the market go crazy. More easy money inflowing into the market, that means more money into the stock market. Then from the stock market, it goes into riskier assets such as Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoins you see money flow into altcoins. So I do expect 2024 to 2025 be a very, very volatile market and a time to make a lot of money, right? So with that being said, that's pretty much it on my end. Looks like we don't have any other questions, any other tokens you want me to talk about. I do appreciate all of you tuning in today. Thank you very much. And I will be catching all of you later on today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.